Hello friends, it's Willow Star here, and I decided today I'm going to do an update. I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who do not know me. I am Willow Star. I am 7.5 years out from being diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, estrogen and progesterone positive, HER2 negative, and I've been tumor free for 6 years. I had nothing but shrinking, and I've not had reoccurrence in 6 years. The funny thing is Western medicine still says they don't even give me the label no evidence of disease because I have 2 scars in my liver from where my whole liver was full of tumors. They said they could not operate. They did not expect the tumors to shrink. They just hoped they didn't grow or multiply. And I had a breast tumor, diagnosed right out of the gate with stage 4. It's pretty rare. Less than 5% of people get that. And having them all in my liver also is very rare. The things that I attribute to my healing, which are so many things, from the get-go, I waited to get a second opinion at UCSF. I got in with one of the top researchers, and it took 2.5 months to get that appointment. So from the time I was diagnosed to the time I got into a doctor to actually start treatment was 2.5 months. In that 2.5 months, the first thing I did was leave my marriage that I knew when I got married that it was not a good idea. That was 26 years I was with this man. And ironically, we're great friends. He's here at my house right now, our house. We reinvested our money and bought a house together in Mount Shasta, which is where I live now, in Weed. And but anyways, I left my marriage because it was not fulfilling my needs in the way I needed it to. I started high dosing cannabis oil. I started high dosing medicinal mushrooms, chaga, turkey tail, reishi, maitake, shiitake in really high doses. A company gifted them to me. 4 Sigmatic is their name, and they are the ones who told me how much to take, and it was a lot. I started Chinese herbs. I started on the Rife machine, which is a frequency machine. I stopped drinking. I stopped sugar. Except for fruit sugars. And I changed every part of my life. I started doing yoga. And yoga beyond just like movements, but like breath work and, meditation and being in nature. I started living my purpose. I started making videos about my journey and started sharing with other people about my healing journey, which I know is my purpose, and that's now my full-time job. I started living the life that I actually was meant to live, that I was not living. I somehow became a 50s housewife, and that was never my, look at me. That was never my intention. I was 46. So interestingly enough, I feel like I started my life over. I started looking at the positive in everything. I decided that negativity and being a victim wasn't going to work for me in this healing journey. And I learned to, literally, it's in my body now to see the positive, to know that whatever happens to me, it's for my growth. It's for my healing in bigger ways. I think a lot of people discount how important the emotional and spiritual journey is, as well as the physical journey of healing cancer. For me, you've got to get to the root cause. Mine was anger. All of my tumors were in my liver. So that my acupuncture was like, oh, that's where you store anger and resentment and, frustrations. And I was like, oh, that's literally my whole life. So really started working on being positive, cutting out the things that were really hurting me in my life and focusing on the positive things. So getting to the root cause, I wasn't living my purpose. I was depressed. I was eating garbage food, even though looking back, I would say most people would say I lived a pretty healthy life compared to most. I wasn't drinking Kool-Aid and sodas and stuff. But a lot of the food, the majority of the food that we're getting in conventional stores is toxic, with pesticides, with processing, with sugars, with, just all the things. So that's where I've been. And now I am coaching people, mentoring people who are healing from cancer and people who just want to prevent cancer. I'm hosting immersions at my home. I'll be having my first one on February 9th, and more details to come there. DM me if you want some information. I've started a nonprofit called Branches of Hope Healing Haven, which has we just turned in the application. So I will be able to support people who cannot afford my services through the nonprofit. Super excited about that. I travel in my van and go visit people with who are healing cancer and do cacao ceremony and tarot and oracle readings, and also like talking about like getting to the root cause of their cancer. So like this is my life purpose now. It's crazy. I never in a million years imagined this. I was a photographer full time before, and now it's just like every day this is what gets me out of bed. So I just wanted to reintroduce myself for any of you who do not know me. I am an advocate for outside the box healing. I am my intention is to inspire people to get in charge of their own healing. There's a book called Radical Remission. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's in my link tree. You can get to it from my resource page on my website, meetwillowstar.com. And just know there's a million ways to heal. And it's not easy. It's very simple. It's just not easy. You have to really dig deep, and most of the time you're going to have to face things that most likely you've been suppressing or ignoring most of your life, setting boundaries, having difficult conversations, not being a people pleaser, living authentically for yourself, taking care of your body, shifting your diet, shifting the way you work with alcohol and drugs. So many ways to heal. But I am here to support. So please reach out if there's anything you want me to make videos on. Keep me posted, and I'm going to keep doing this, you guys. All right. So again, I'm Willow Star here, and thanks for popping by. I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you on a cancer healing journey? Where are you at in that? What kind of videos do you want to see? What's helped you in your healing? I'm always happy to hear from other thrivers. I don't like the word survivor. I'm very picky about the words I use. But anywho, sending y'all much love and look forward to hearing from you soon.